All right, welcome back to the FCU podcast. I am Moses, your regular host here at the FCU podcast studio. Okay, so today we have a very interesting topic to talk about. We have a very interesting topic to talk about. What is this topic that we need to talk about? Why is this so much important? Why do you need to hear this exciting topic that we want to talk about? Okay, so the topic of today is it's in the description, but let me just make mention of it. Is how you must date and marry as a man. What do we say? How you must date and marry as a man? Okay, so you see, relationship and marriage is something that at times it looks dicey, but it's not that it's actually dicey. Majority of the time, it's like we are the one who are creating problems for ourselves. Let me use that word. We're the one who are creating problems for ourselves. Now, how and why is it that we are creating problems for ourselves? You see, so when a tree practically bears fruit, it will not bear a fruit of another kind of tree. That means a guava tree would not produce fruit of a mango. I know it's a little bit, the answers I'm giving now, it's a little bit, looks a little bit technical, that some people might not actually understand it, but that is how it is. Now, why is it that a mango tree, a guava tree will not produce a mango fruit? Because that's not its kind. If you see a guava tree bears fruit during its season of producing fruit, and you saw a mango fruit on top of that tree, would you eat that mango fruit? Possibly no. You will possibly not eat that mango fruit because in some culture it will consider such is considered an abomination, and that kind of guava tree might be uprooted and burnt into. In fact, even the branches and the stem of that particular guava tree might not even be used for what it might not be used as firewood or for any other consumable function that it can actually use for a traditional or a local home, because it is considered that this abomination will have to expel it from our dwelling. So they will burn that particular tree to ashes and ensure that they did not use each tree as firewood or to do any kind of useful thing which it's usually supposed to do. So the same is also applicable in the concept of marriage, of dating and marriage. So, how is it applicable to the concept of dating and marriage? You see, uh, somebody once said, person is a renowned marriage counselor, though he's a faceless, renowned relationship and marriage counselor. He has refused to reveal his identity for quite a long time, and he has said that he will never reveal his identity. So this is what he said. He said, how you start with a woman is how you must continue with her. That means if you give her leverage to do a particular kind of thing, sooner than later, such leverage that you've given to her, she will her own self amplify such leverages and do bigger version of those things that you've allowed her to do. Sounds strange, right? Okay. That is, if you give her the leverage to disrespect you today, tomorrow she might give you bigger disrespect. Oh yes. You see, you've seen stories in marriage, or yes, especially in marriage, and they will say that my wife was not this, my husband was not that, this was not this. Immediately we got married, this did that. No, no, no. It's not true. Why am I saying it's not true? Every sign is always there. When you wake up in the morning, maybe probably around 6 a.m., if you live in the tropics, you discover that when you face the east, you discover that the east is very bright. Very bright. It's a little bit, it's shining in a particular way. What does it indicate? That the sun is about to rise. And as soon as it's approaching 7 a.m. to 7:30, the brightness increases its intensity. And maybe by 8 a.m., the sun has fully risen, but may not be very hot. By 10, 11 a.m., depending on which season you are, if it's during the sun or during a sunny day, you discover that by 11, 12 a.m., the sun is now very hot. What are the signs that were there initially? Initial sign was that there was a very much brightening in the eastward part of the Earth's horizon, indicating that the sun is about to rise. By 8 a.m., the intensity increases. 12 a.m., the sun has fully arose, and just like that. So, same thing is also applicable in cases of relationship and marriage. If you give a woman the privilege to disrespect you, she might not see, in most cases, she might not see it as disrespect. Yeah, especially if it's the one that came from a dysfunctional home, she might not see it as disrespect, she might just see it as a normal thing, and she will want to continue doing such. If you lack the ability, or if you lack leading her, or you do not consider leading her properly, you lead her in the wrong direction, she will continue following that wrong direction. If you allow her to be going out with friends and people whom you do not know, if you allow her going out with friends and people which you do not know, she will continue such over a long period of time. So if you allow her have male friends, maybe especially the one she always wants to hang out with, she will continue having such male friends. And if you dare want to kind of stop her in the future to be that, I've always had male friends, you never had issues with it, why is it that all of a sudden you're telling me that I can no longer have male friends? This is because you've created such atmosphere for her in a long time, and you shifting the goalpost in the middle of the football match now may now look like an oppression. But if you from onset tells her that you in my space you can't have a female friend, I'm sorry, you I'm the man of the home, you can't have female friends, stuff like that. She will just know that, okay, my hobby would not entertain me having female friend. That means I will have to recalibrate my circle. And if she recalibrates her circle for you, knowing fully well that you are the leader of the home, you will know that this kind of person is a woman that is teachable, that you can that you can lead. Remember that as a man, you are the pilot, you are the leader of this particular relationship, and not the other way around. You are the leader, you are the one who will lead this home, who will lead this future union if everything works true towards marriage. You are the one who is leading, you are the one who is piloting. So the goal, vision, and the objective of this, all of this, is all in your hand to what? To actually handle as a man. So if you fail in your responsibility to lead her well, you discover that you destroy everything in the world in the future. So if you tell her that do not keep male friends and she insists on keeping it, you know that this kind of person is not teachable. I will find it difficult to lead this kind of person, especially maybe after telling her the consequences it might have on your relationship with her, and she still insists on keeping them. You just know that I don't have anything to do with this kind of person. So she must be willing to follow, especially major instruction, not just instruction, major instructions. You tell her not to go to a particular night party, especially she's going alone or she's going with her friends. It's not an all-female party. They are going there, they will meet guys, and anything can happen. You understand? You will not be there to protect her or to give her a covering or whatsoever. If you tell her not to go for such kind of parties and she flaunt your orders or flaunt your directives and she actually went for such kind of female party, that's not the kind of lady that you will need to be your wife. So that's another major thing that you have to put into consideration. You see, it's a woman that when she envisions growth, she believes in growth, she believes in what she believes in you. Even if the vision is not 100%, if the vision is not 100% clear, she what? She believes in you. So this boils down that everything that a woman will do in marriage will be an offshoot of whatever happens while the relationship was in the dating and courtship stage. If if you are comfortable with her going out during going out for night parties during during dating and courtship. Be rest assured that when you're married, you are not going to be seeing your wife at home at night. That yes, because remember I said that it's going to get it's the situation is will will keep getting amplified to keep getting amplified and just like that keep getting what amplified. So that is what you must actually put into consideration. If she's the type who wants to cook, encourage her to cook. If she's the type who always wants to encourage you to spend all your money in eateries instead of her taking a fraction of that money to go to the market to buy food and prepare for yourself and herself in the home, maybe in case that maybe she came visiting, or you could do selective cohabiting. Maybe she comes to spend some days with you before she goes back to her place, and instead of her taking money from you or you giving her money to go to the market, buy food stuff and prepare for both of you to eat, and even prepare extra for you to eat while she has gone, but she chose that you chose or encourage you to what to go to take such money and go to the eatery to be buying food from one eatery to another, and normally you discover that all the number of days that she will stay with you, she will just be from one eatery to another and just like that. You discover that when you people are now married, the possibilities and chances that she will cook is very what? Is very low. Why? Because you enabled her while you people were dating. And what you have enabled is very difficult to rewrite or to override such kind of philosophy. Because she already planted that in her brain that my husband he likes the idea of we going out to eateries to buy food and stuff like that, just those kind of things. So do not give such kind of privilege to a woman you intend to get married to. It's dangerous, and it would not be what it won't be healthy for you. Then the next another thing again is, if you are the type who the kind of philosophy that you believe, if it does not if the philosophy that both of you have does not align or it does not tally, and there is no common point of meeting, then I would think that you should consider not proceeding. What does this mean? It means conflicting of ideas or conflicting of philosophy. For instance, maybe you have a belief, you as the man, you believe that marriage should stand the test of time, or you believe so much in marriage that marriage should work. But she on her own side, maybe she might have the philosophy that if the marriage doesn't work, then we divorce. You see those two strange philosophy? The two philosophy, they are not the same. One contradicts the what? One contradicts the other. So if you date a woman as such now, you discover that you people will end up, while you are believing that the marriage the both of you gets into should work, she's believing that if there's any little challenge and we can't resolve it, then we should divorce. So there is there is conflicting philosophies over here. So this kind of person is not somebody that you should proceed ahead with. And remember that when any injury that marriage could not remediate, an injury that marriage could not remediate. If the both of you has already given birth to children, it now becomes a generational something. Let me explain to you. How does it become a generational something? You give birth to children, and these children grew up and they discover that the father and the mother were divorcee, or they divorced as a result of issue A or issue B. Growing up, they will not believe, okay, you can discover that maybe one of our, maybe if it's numerous children or multiple children that you had before the divorce occurred, one can adopt one of the philosophy that gave birth to that divorce and said, no, this is what my father believed. That was the reason why he divorced my mother. The other will say, no, this was what my mother believed. That was why he divorced my father. So you discover that you have given birth to a little monster that we have to keep spreading, keep replicating its kind, and just like that. Now, it doesn't end there. Remember that for every divorce that happens, it is not you, the parents, that actually are the on the receiving end of the effect of such divorce. It is the society. How is it the society? You see, when you divorce, these children, that child or children, whichever, if it's one is child, if it's more than one is children, discover that these children, they will grow up with dysfunctional philosophies and mentality. How is it dysfunctional? I believe that if I go home now, I want to meet my father, I'll meet only my mother. If I go home now, I won't meet my mother, I'll meet only my father, depending on whom the child is still living with. So, the chances and possibility of where he will find his father and his mother is not certain per time. So this keeps and gradually makes this child of yours to actually have a dwindling mind or a dwindling belief that, well, it means that I can do whatever I wish, and whatever he wishes to do might be will have a negative impact in society. How will he have a negative impact in society? He believes that there is little checkmating on what he does. Maybe if it's an action that his father can possibly checkmate him with ease if both parents are still living together, but it happens that it's just a mother who is caring or catering for him or her. Maybe because she is now living with the mother alone, he would say, my dad is not there, it's only my mom. My mom will find out. My mom has gone to work, or stuff like that. Children are very, some occasion when they know that nobody will checkmate them, they will just want to commit such kind of bad acts and discover and knowing fully well that they will go away with it, since nobody will checkmate them or nobody is watching what the bad thing that they want to do. They don't mind committing that particular harm. And if the consequences are disastrous, it will affect them and it will affect their parents as well. So if it's maybe committing a crime or a major offense, you discover that they will endanger their lives, destroy their future by their own hands, and it will also have a major effect on their parent as well. So that's another danger of societal influence that modern divorce actually has on children. It's a disastrous one, and you see numerous of them. So this is the reason why when you are dating or during your dating period, you have to be very very deliberate and ensure that the philosophy that you are pushing to you ensure that the philosophy you are pushing is in line or has is in line with that which you are what you're also pushing to her. If she does not believe in a man respecting a woman, please do not take the risk of going ahead in continuing to date her and wanting to marry her. Because take a look at it, for instance, you are the man. She believes that a woman should not respect a man, or she believes that a man is not the head of the home. And you are the husband. You are the one who will become the head of the home in the very near future. But you are having a woman here who do not believe that a man is the head of the home. So why do you want to marry such kind of woman? Why do you want to endanger yourself? That's self-destruction. That's self-harm. You understand? So do not kind of do not take such kind of risk. It's dangerous, it's disastrous, it's harmful. Don't do it. If a lady does not believe that a man is a man and he should be the head of the home and should be respected and submitted to by his wife, do not go ahead to continue dating that lady. Neither should you go ahead to marry her. Leave her alone. Let her go and find whoever she wants to find. Leave her alone. Then another thing is, okay, let me push that a little bit. You see, she does not believe that a man should be respected. Listen to me. This kind of people do not believe that a man should be respected. Remember that this person might have spent up to 20 years or minimum of 20 years with her father. If she could not believe that a man should be respected, it also means that she may likely not be respecting her father. So it is somebody who did not respect her father or never respected her father is the same person that want to respect you. Remember that her father is older than her with over maybe minimum of 30 years. That's how the age gap between her and her father. Maybe the minimum is maybe 20 years. That would be that if the father gave birth to her while the father was 20, that was when the father would be older than her with 20 years. So you now maybe the maximum age that you are kind of the age gap between you and her maybe is just 5 years or 3 years, maybe maximum 10 years. So somebody who is older than her with 20 or 30 years, she could not respect such person. It is you that is older than her with just 15 years, with just maybe 2, 3 or 5 years. That's the person you believe that can respect you adequately. You know now you are playing with yourself. You just want to take unnecessary risk that would not what that will not favor you. So it's a bad philosophy. Do not take such risk. Not take such risk about your life. You see, live your life in such a way that people will what people will see you and be happy about and be happy for you. Live your life in such a particular way. Don't don't beg people to be in your life. You see, if she did not respect you while you were dating, there is no way she can actually respect you as soon as we people get married. This is because as soon as you people get married, she now sees herself as a queen or a boss lady. She can do and undo. And remember that if she divorces you, she's going with a chunk of whatever thing that you have labored for. Yes, you should. You must understand such. And not only that, she's going with a chunk of whatever you have labored for. If it happened by peradventure that she gave birth to a child or children before leaving you, it means you will have to pay child support for the next 20 years of each of those children. And you know what that means? Your life is already is already in disarray. You'll be in shambles. No matter how strong, difficult you're working, you'll be working and knowing fully well that you want to pay child support. You just kind of, your philosophy will be messed up. Your psychology will be messed up, rather. So that's why you must be very careful in how you date a woman. Bottom line of this podcast is this: how you start with a woman is how you must continue with her. If you are the type who you do not monetize the relationship, that means you did not buy her. She will now begin to see that, okay, this person, he does not believe, he does not believe, he wants people to earn whatever he gives to them. He doesn't just give anything. So you will reduce the amount of her being entitled to you. So she'll see the entitlement as to when she is now married and now your wife. She will now know that, okay, you are now my wife, you are now my husband, you are not entitled to providing for me, leading me, and securing me, which as three major rule of every man in marriage or in a home: security, provision, and leadership. That's three main this rule of every man. So that's how you can actually curtail these things during dating and blend it towards marriage. If she respects you while you are dating, rest assured that she will also respect you when you are married. If you could stay with you during thick and thin while you were dating, rest assured that she will also stay with you if there be any thick and thin after the both of you are married. Remember that marriage will never be a bed of roses. There will be time in your life as the man where you have downtime or where you have challenges, either financially or in one area or the other, whether you like it or not. It's not an issue of God forbid or that's not my portion. No. Just go and make your research. Every man who has become a major figure today, even in time past, have had a point in time or maybe multiple point in time whereby he has had downtime or he has had challenges, and after such challenges he rose to the next world, to the next height. So do not be naive and say that it cannot happen to me. No, it will just be you being childish or deceiving yourself. So guys, please, that is all about that. Remember, the bottom line is how you start with a woman is how you must continue with her. If you allow her to disrespect you, she continue to disrespect you. In fact, the disrespect will even be worse when you are not married. If you allow her talking to her ex while the both of you were dating, be rest assured that you will train another man's child when you people are now married. If you allow her to have male besties, be rest assured that she will have more of male besties when she gets married, because she knows that you allowed it, and it means that you gave a legal permit for her to misbehave the way she likes. If you allow her to do all kind of nonsense while you people were dating, you rest assured to see advanced and premium version of such nonsense when you people are now married. So guys, please like this video and subscribe to this channel. I'm Moses and I will talk to you in the next video.